Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time you are watching this live video. So, your girl is very down. Ah, why am I starting this month like this? I am strong. So, happy new month. A few days ago, I was having the symptom of cough. Like, I had, I was having itchy throat. So, yesterday, I started sneezing, like last night, started sneezing. And this morning, my voice changed. So I don't know if it's the weather, though it's not cold this period. I really don't know what is causing it. But I'll be fine. I'm on medication already. So if you see my face dull, it's because of the way I am feeling. It's just that I really want to finish this talk. So yesterday we fixed the, when I say we, because there are people that are just glued to this top. There are people that are glued to it, so that's why I need to carry everyone along. Hmm? I need to carry everyone along, so I will wait for the next 3 to 5 minutes so that people can join, because I am starting this live late. It's the way I am feeling. I was just seated here. I was seated here, but I was just tired. So yesterday we joined the lower part of this dress. In fact, this is how it's looking for now. And what is left is the shoulder and the sleeve. So this is how this looks for now. Then this is the back. So when I'm done, I will fix zipper here. See it? So this is the front. So today, like I promised yesterday, is for the sleeve. Before we fix the sleeve, we need to join these shoulders together. This was what I was trying to explain yesterday. That the old way, or the archaic way of joining your shoulders together is you just, I don't know how do they do it again. They will do it like this, then stitch it here. So I can only do that if I don't have lining on my shirt or my dress. That's when I will just place the two together this way. Can you see it? Like this. Then I'll stitch it. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So that was the old way. But if you have something like this and you want your sewing to look very professional, then stay glued to this video. How to join your shoulders. So we need to, okay, I've ironed it already. So if you want to join your shoulders, watch me. If you look at it, you have 4 pieces. The fabric, the lining for the front piece, lining, fabric for the back piece. So that's 4. If you have 4 pieces, then it's easy. It will be very easy for you to do. But if it's just 2 pieces, then you may have to do it the archaic way. So watch how I will combine it. You see this front? I will use it to wrap the back. See, I'll make sure they are equal like this. Can you see it? Then open this up this way and use it to wrap the back. And don't forget we added like half an inch for stitching. If you remember, if you started the video from the beginning, so you open it like this, see, and use it to, it's like you are closing it. You know what, to make things easy, let me first hold this back shoulder together first, so that it will, this pin is not good again. Okay, so I've closed the shoulder for the back. Then I'm opening up the front to wrap it up. So if you want to wrap it up, you ensure that this corner here is here, like this. Okay, you can now see that the two linings are together and the two fabrics will definitely be together. You see it. So you make sure it's properly aligned, like this. This can be a struggle sometimes, but you can actually do it. If you don't align it, when you stitch, there's a way it will look. It will look very, very funny. When I just started sewing, I used to experience those things, but now I know better. So you make sure this is equal. Your pin can help you here. Then I've wrapped the lining. Then you bring this one to this point here and wrap it like this. You have to allow it to relax. So if it's not relaxed, it will squeeze. Just watch, guys. Let me concentrate. Just keep watching. I think I have to remove this pin. It's dragging it back. Hi, I'm Real Rivera. Thanks for joining. So good. That pin was holding it back before. So everything is equal now. Can you see it? Everything is equal. I'll go ahead to stitch down at half an inch, or depending on the inches you must have added. You see, it's very tricky. And again, my fabric is slippery, so it's also another reason why it's just doesn't want to stay. Okay, let's stitch. I'll arrange it better on my sewing machine. I want to make sure it's flat. Another thing is that all the interfacing I added is making it very strong. So now let me show you how it looks when after stitch. See the way I stitched it, guys. So when you flip it to the right side, it's not relaxed. I knew I will have issue with this place. Okay, so guys, look at it. See how to join your shoulder. Now look at it on this side too. Okay, let's do the other side. Maybe off the camera or correct is better, but this is what you should have. So I'm going to work on this side. Again, what are you going to do? You use this front. I'll fix this one again. It's not, though some persons can leave it like that, but it's not lapping well. So I'll use this front again. Okay. I'll open the front like this, and I'll use it to wrap the back. You see, this part is slippery. This red fabric is kind of slippery. I want to pin here down. The trick is that everything has to be equal. If it's not equal, then you are not getting it. This red has to be equal with this red, or your lining has to be equal with the lining. Everything has to be together. That's the trick. See the way I'm struggling with this fabric. Okay. So I'm going to hold it in place. Okay, so I've wrapped everything up. So I think this one should be better. I'll stitch at 1/2 inch again. So now let's unravel it. So this looks better. Oh, there was a latch. That was the pin I did. Oh, I don't like this. This would have looked better though, but because I pinned it puts little girders. So I'm taking it out. I'll just loosen it from that girders, then stitch it down. So that way to stretch out. I'll restitch that part. Stretch it out now so that it doesn't rumple while stitching it. This beginning part is fine, it's just this remaining part. So let's try it again. Better. It's flat now. Can you see it? You see it? So this is it on the other side. Okay, so the next thing to do is to draft the basic sleeve. I'll correct this one, but that will be off the camera. So like we can do something. So the next thing now is to create the basic sleeve. So I will create it on a paper first for the sake of those that don't know how to draft the sleeve. Then later I will transfer it to my fabric. Hi Gilda, thanks for joining my life. So this basic sleeve, I drafted it a long time ago. There was a time I made blazers, so this was the sleeve I used. But I want to start from the scratch for the benefit of those that don't know how to draft a sleeve. So first we'll cut out our paper, our pattern paper. I don't like using my sewing scissors for paper. So just a second, let me go get another scissors. If you use your fabric scissors for your paper, with time it will be dull, it won't be sharp anymore. So I don't like using it. Let me go get another scissors. A second, please. So I have another scissors. This is like universal use. I'll cut out sleeve that is long for kind of sleeve I want. I don't need sewing machine now, so sewing machine can stay somewhere. So that's my pattern paper there. If you don't know how to draft a sleeve, please just follow this video step by step. This pattern paper is folded into two. First, I will get my ruler and my armhole ruler. So I will need this too. Then I will need my marker. I need my marker. The first thing I will do is to draw my shoulder, my guide, like my guide, my line, where I will take all the measurements from. So for the purpose of this tutorial, I'll be coming down by 1 inch. 1 inch. 1 inch. I'll draw a straight line. So that's where all the measurements will be taken. So the after drawing this line, this is your guide. You will need your sleeve cap or cap sleeve. I don't know. Cap, that's here. How do you get it? It's your bust, your round bust measurement divided by 6 plus 0.5. So I'm going to, sorry, divided by 12 plus 0.5. So I will need my calculator. The round bust measurement I use for that top, because I've added in size. The round bust measurement I use for this peplum top is 40 degrees. Did I say 40 degrees? Sorry, I'm in Canada. We are always, temperature is always in our head. 40 inches is my round bust measurement. So 40 inches divided by 12 plus 0.5. 40 divided by 12 plus 0.5. 3.83. That's my cap to get the cap. So I'm going to get my tape, come down by 3.8 inches. 3.8, 3.8, and I'll connect it. So that's my sleeve cap. So to get the sleeve length, this sleeve length is totally dependent on you. Some persons like it bicep length, elbow, 3/4, or full length. You can see that my paper is small, so this should be like bicep to my bicep. So from my shoulder to my bicep is about 10. Okay, 9. Let me say this one is up to 9. Okay, this is 7. So one thing with pattern paper is, even though the length is like this, if I want to transfer it to my fabric, I can increase it. You understand? I can, when I place on my fabric, I can add extra inches to it. So for the purpose of this tutorial, let's leave it like this. Let's leave it as this is the full length of my sleeve. Then the next thing is to get your round bicep. My round bicep is if you want to take your round bicep measurement, you make sure you make a fist like this, because that's when it will expand, or is it expand or contract. So that way you may need to add extra inches so that it's not too tight. So the third thing you should do is you are going to measure your armhole. The armhole I use for that cloth, alright, by now you should know how to get your armhole. Is 30 round bust measurement divided by 6 plus 1.5. So I use 40. 40 is my round bust measurement divided by 6 plus 1.5 is my armhole measurement. So approximately is 8.2. On this cap line, maybe I should mark it. This is cap. On this cap line, I'm going to mark 8.2, which is my armhole. I'm going to add 1.5 inches allowance, same allowance. So 8.2, then I'll add 1.5. So this is my armhole now. Okay, so from this place, draw a diagonal line or slant line. Let it meet here. Did you see that? Then you are going to measure this length now. You can see it, and divide it by 2. I'll divide it by 2 to give me excuse me, I'm under the weather, I'm sorry. So when you divide it by 2, you just mark it like this, like midway. This is the half of it. Then from this point, come up by half an inch. I'm getting it. So from this point, come up by half an inch like this. You already know that the back armhole, this thing I'm doing is on my channel. I had to go rewatch that video so I could explain it. So when you come up by half an inch, half an inch is somewhere here. We already know that the front armhole is different from the back armhole. See it. The front armhole went inside, but the back armhole, it didn't go inside. Although I'll still trim it a little so that it's the same width. the back armhole is just almost straight. So you're going to do the same thing on your basic sleeve. So after coming up by half an inch, you just make a curve. You see the way I'm doing it? You ensure that when you are making the curve, these points will join. This, this, and this, you will join them. You make sure they are connecting. So you see the way I'm trying to place my ruler, my curved ruler. So I'll be joining it now. So this is my back armhole. I write back. Then you are going to now create another curve just directly below it to meet this point. After creating it like this, you flip your ruler to the other side and do the same thing here. So it looks like an S, like when you write an S like this. So I will call this one front. Then in order to know your round sleeve measurements, we measured what that time? I measured 14, right? And you see, this is totally dependent on you. Hi Lucia, thanks for joining. Depends on you. Some people like puffy sleeve, some like firm sleeve. So but just understand the explanation, that you'll be able to relate it. So if I'm to go by my bicep is 14, but I want it free, so I'll be doing like 16. So 16 divided by 2 is 8. On this is now my full length. You know I'm saying, I said I'll be using the rest of the paper for the full length of the sleeve. Or better still, let me just draw this. So here is more like the full length of my sleeve. So my round sleeve is 16, or let me use 15. I will use 15 because I can as well add to the inches on my fabric. So 15 divided by 2, 7.5. I'll be adding like 1 inch seam allowance, so that's 8.5. On this line I will mark 8.5. So the sewing allowance is added. The next thing for you to do is just to connect. You see that the basic sleeve is ready. The next thing you'll be doing is to cut out. You know, the back and front is different, so you have to be careful while cutting out. If you want to cut out, this is what you do. First of all, cut out the back. This one is not equal, so I want to trim it. So this is my basic sleeve. And you open it up like this. Hmm? This is the back, like we said. In order to get the front, you will now cut along this shape that looks like S. Front. So basic sleeve is ready. You can use this basic sleeve to draft any sleeve you want. Any sleeve you want, you are good to go. Hmm? So for this our top, which I have not decided on the sleeve to cut yet, because I was having like a puffy sleeve in mind. That was what I had in mind. So I will cut it. I will cut it now, but I may not be able to sew it. My eyes are, I'm feeling somehow. So I'll cut it on my lining first. Then later I'll transfer it on my fabric. If you want to cut your sleeve, you try to fold it into four. So if you fold it into four, you'll be able to get the two sleeves. So let me show you what I mean by that. This is your fabric, folded into two. These two, then folded into four. You know why I'm cutting it on the lining first? So that I don't waste my fabric. So I may just do the remaining maybe tomorrow. I'm not coming live tomorrow. Tomorrow is weekend. So I just want to tell you what I'll do. But I'll try to just cut the lining. Then when I'm done, I'll put the picture on my community page. So if you want me to tag you on the final look, please just let me know in the comment section. If you want me to tag you or let me see what the outcome, kindly let me know in the comment section. I will tag you when I'm done. You see where this folding is? And again, I don't know when I will edit this video. All this video I've been making this thing, I'm also making a record which I will edit at my spare time. So you see where this folding is the cap. You make sure it tallies with this. Okay? So you see why I said it doesn't matter how short it is. I can always add to the size of my sleeve on my pattern paper. This is just like a template. But looking at this now, it's too much. I'm going to waste the fabric. So I will refold it. So this is the first folding. Into two, then into four. Thanks gift Aja, I appreciate. You know what I'm trying to do, guys? I don't want to waste this fabric. You see me adjusting it, because if you notice, we already add seam allowance. We added seam allowance already, so there's no need to add so much on the fabric. Okay, I think I'll stop here. You can see I added to the length. I want it like this because I have not decided on the style to make it, but I just want it to be long, and I'll be cutting out now. You hold this one with pin. So what I did there, guys, I just extended it. I'm making it wide. I may likely put elastic here. That's why I'm not making it taper. I may likely put elastic band there. So I'm making it wide so that when I put elastic, it will squish. When you open it up, you should have two pieces. You see it? This is our basic sleeve. 1, 2 for the two sleeves. Hi Kayesi, thanks for joining. So you should have two. The one what I will do now is just to, I'll fold it again, because we want to use it to cut out the actual fabric. Or better still, I can use one of it to cut out the fabric. This is the fabric I have left. So this should be able to give me my sleeve. I'll fold it, not to be enough. I'll fold it into I'm thinking it will not be enough. Okay. If it will not be enough, then I will change the sleeve pattern. So it may not be long enough, but it could be wide enough. So what I'll do is just to fold it like this. It's not equal. I'll keep this sleeve pattern, basic sleeve. I can use it to sew any sleeve that I like. So you too, you can make one for yourself. You can rewatch this live video and you will see it. So I've gotten my fabric folded into four, just as you can see. You see, this fabric has rumples, so I would like to iron it flat, because if you don't iron it flat, it's going to have extra. It's going to have extra allowance. I'm trying to flatten it. see this shape. I'll put it. Ciao. Ciao. So we are done with basic sleeve. Front, back. The front has a little curve. So guys, I'm sorry that I may not be able to sew it now because of how I am feeling. I think I have a bit of fever. It's so unfortunate that I I can't do it. So what will happen is on Monday, not tomorrow, I need to rest. So on Monday, if I don't do it over the weekend, on Monday I will come live and we'll finish it. But at least I've been able to introduce the basic sleeve. So hopefully on Monday I will finish this outfit. Yeah, I'll finish it on Monday by God's grace. So what is left is just to sew the sleeve and attach it, then put a zipper. So if you are wondering how we got to this, kindly check the videos I did day before yesterday. You will see how I started this peplum top, and it was a requested video. And looking at this fabric, it looks very light. It's not easy to work on, so I had to like use fusible. You can see it. Use fusible to pad it, to interface it before putting, just for it to be able to, just for it to be easy to work on. So by God's grace on Monday I would come live. I'm sorry I have to leave. My health is very, I need to go. And besides this, my basement is very cold. Even though I put on the heater, I'm still very cold. So I need to just leave here and go chill. So thanks so much for those that were expecting me to finish it today. I'm sorry, I can't do that. I need to rest. So thanks so much for staying till this time. Please do not forget to subscribe, like, comment, and if you are hoping to see the end of this video, kindly turn on your notification bell so that as soon as I come live, by God's grace on Monday, you get the notification. But for now, I will end it here. And if I have not wished you happy new month to you and yours. And I pray that this month will be better than last month, and then every day will be with beautiful testimonies for us. Amen. So take care and bye.